So more than a year late, and definitely not in the way I anticipated, the Silent Hill 3 streaming project is now complete. I'll be blunt, it really did not come out the way I hoped it would. I was really hoping that we could have a live audience for the entire thing, but for some comments I've gotten from some friends, apparently the solo but unscripted format worked out well and almost was preferable to doing the in-depth live, so I'll definitely be keeping that in the back burner for future projects. But let's get to why it wasn't streamed, since this is the obligatory channel update video. But the reason that it wasn't streamed is, as my friends know, my PC is this Frankenstein's monster of a rig, and it's falling apart. This old girl's absolutely on her last legs. I can play games from like 20 years ago fine on it solo, but the second I start streaming, it will shit itself. And ignore trying to play anything made past like 2014. Anything within the last decade, no, not happening. But basically, the gist is a lot of my streaming and video plans are currently on the back burner because I need a new PC and I'm gonna get a really expensive one. So definitely gonna be a lot of saving up for that for the next few month or so here. Probably a few. Definitely New Year, but what are you gonna do? But more importantly, we should get into what the current plans going forward on the channel are, if there are any plans at all. So obviously, the number one thing that we're going to work on is a scripted video for Silent Hill 3. That is ideally going to be out before the end of the year. Obviously, no promises. I'm not going to put a deadline on anything, but I'm very confident with a vision for that scripted video, so I don't see that taking as long as, unfortunately, the in-depth did. After that, honestly, entirely unclear. My goal is to return to live streaming in 2025, primarily focusing on horror games and Dead by Daylight streaming content. And for scripted video topics, I'll be blunt, I'm open to any requests or suggestions. If I'm thinking selfishly, though, I think just looking at my analytics with the Scream retrospective and the Halloween analysis being easily my most successful videos, especially the Scream retrospective, I'm really leaning towards being, instead of like a gaming channel anymore, just a generalized horror channel, since I talk about that a lot anyway, and hey, it seems like that's the thing that people are most receptive to watching from me. But we'll go from there. End of the year, I want a full, proper, scripted analysis of Silent Hill 3, and then we will go back to streaming horror video games and Dead by Daylight for shits and giggles. Anything else? I'm open to suggestions, because this is not my job. So take it easy, everybody. Thanks for being patient with me.